Time to go do side questing now. What do you want, kitty? Man, I put one of the cats outside just for a minute because they're all lovey-dovey out there, and then my cat smells them and then wants to rub herself all over me because I don't smell like her. She's like, no, you're my person. Don't be with those other kitties. Jealous kitty. She's also an attention whore. I kid you not, this cat, if she hears people, she wants to go to people. She is so into people. She hates it if she's away from them. It's not very often you see a cat that's really into human attention. There's some cats, I guess, that really like getting pets from people and fed. But she's got her own food and water as much as she wants to eat and drink. And as she is right now, I'm petting her. It's just... Then she gets bored of me when she hears another person, because she knows I'm always around. But as soon as someone comes over...
They weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it.
Catacomb.
For Anne.
Catacomb? What the fuck?
I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb.
Catacomb? Who says catacomb?
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid.
It's
if he knew what we were
catacomb.
about to do.
Catacomb? What the fuck is a catacomb? Student report, a catacomb assigned yielded more than I've imagined. Learning about our ancestors was illuminating. However, I stumbled upon something else I could not ignore. In an area behind the great room which had suffered decay, annexed the tunnel over sarcophagus. What was that word? It's in cursive. What? Amid the turned over sarcophagus. I'm really far back from the TV, so it's hard to read some of this cursive. I discovered an oddly shaped relic, and immediately I sensed its power. I would be thrilled to study the relic further if only the removal of objects was allowed.
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Please say catacomb. Catacomb? Why don't you call it just catacomb? Dear God.
sure that foul smell is the scent of success.
Wait, where's Trificus Totalis? Oh, wait a minute. I'm supposed to use Trificus Totalis, but I don't... But I can't find it on my spells list.
At least now we know we're not alone here.
Perhaps that was it. The rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start. Accio! Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa is smaller than it looks. Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Rebellion.
I can't find my spell Trificus Totalis.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there. Confringo, Glacier. Bombarda. Confringo, Potato. Stupefy. All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Huh.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd.
Sendo. Accio.
There's something here by the altar.
Accio.
We're in the tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
I foolishly mentioned the relic in a report and I was reminded to leave it where it lay, but research must become before my fealty to the rules. I sensed something about this relic. I was told that those chosen by English oak wands have powerful intuition. I believe it. Therefore, when no one was looking, I acted. I conjured 2 barricades to isolate the relic. Ancestors forgive me, but I used their very bones as the key. I plan to return to it, but first I must ready myself for our next assignment, learning the Impurus curse.
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced the space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined.
Accio!
On either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! You've done it. I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Oh,
Nice.
boo.
Revelio.
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do.
Accio.
I need to find a safe way across.
Confringo. Levioso. Lumos. Lumos. Confringo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Protego.
Upsie daisy. Bum, 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 bum.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Rickety bone bridge complete.
One second, I gotta use the bathroom. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Accio. Revelio. Accio. Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. Confringo. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
Where did you learn the Imperious curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand's movement. It's not an easy spell to master. Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Confringo.
I thought you just said something troubling was ahead, not
Revelio.
weaker than fucking piss.
Accio. Confringo. Bravado. Glacius. Confringo. Bombarda. Never knew spiders could make such a mess. Confringo.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
Accio. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio. This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's lived here in quite some time.
When I hear them say catacomb, I think they're a bunch of idiots. It's a catacomb. I coomed in the catacombs. Ugh. That came out wrong. Ew. This is why we say catacombs. Yuck.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one. Accio.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Revelio.
Accio. Revelio. Accio. That worked. Keep going. Accio. Descendo. Rependo. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Accio. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. Revelio. I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place. Revelio. For a moment there I thought that would never end.
Never end. That was barely a single wave.
Confringo.
The relic contains abundant potential. Its possibilities could benefit not only wizardkind but the world. But the dark sacrifice involved to release its intent may be too great. Until we know more, please do not remove this relic.
Sebastian, the relic. Look. Could it be? The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
Probably takes a life to save a life.
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle. Is that ominous?
I noticed someone standing there.
Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come
Just
on.
gotta take an adult approach. These are kids, yet I still have an adult mind controlling the character. Sometimes some people have to learn the hard way. And the hard way usually ends up with suffering. You might end up killing his sister instead of saving her, but only for him to find out the hard way that way. It's a dark reality to see, but it's one some people have to see for themselves.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
Revelio. I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I did want to worry him all over again.
No, the thing is, he does understand. In fact, that Ominous may understand more than most. But you're gonna have to learn a different way than everyone else. I have a couple siblings that had to learn the different way. And God knows where one of them is, since he disappeared. Oh well. It is what it is. And then there's nothing you could do about it. You might show up one day completely better, or just never show up again. And the other one is mad at my mother, I believe, for stuff he doesn't even remember, so gotta wait for him to grow the hell up and just drop it then if he doesn't remember why he was so mad. And then there's just my little sis, who is perfectly fine. 2 out of 4 is a good number, 50-50% chance of yay! It's just the way the world actually works. When I saw a meme that goes, what happens when what it is doesn't work? And I'm like, that's when you give no fucks. Yeah, I give no fucks to is what it is, and then you just keep supplementing it that way.
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne,
Revelio.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic.
Oh, this doesn't look good. Looks like Felcroft is on fire.
She thinks like ominous. It'd only upset her.
You got something worse problems to think about here, dude? Your home's on fire. Okay, maybe we should be running. Very much so.
Oh no, this isn't... Feldcroft's in trouble.
What is it?
They're under attack. Smoke.
Let's
Over there,
hurry.
by the hamlets.
Is that the best you got?
That would be a little terrifying.
Boy,
But he meant it.
what have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damn book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
Yeah, but he really meant to hurt the goblin to save his sister. That was
What did my
pure
uncle
emotion.
expect me to do? The Imperius curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head
He
back
used
to
the curse for the right purpose. Even though they might not see it that way. It was used to defend and not harm. Which is very rare. Because most people who learn those things use it to harm people instead. In other words, it's just a weapon, and he used the weapon to save instead of hurt. Sort of. Everything's a double-edged sword. That's why they said the saying, there's a saying, the path to hell is paved with good intentions. You could do a lot of good. You think you're doing a lot of good, but you're just making it worse for everyone else. Also, could be a thing. Yeah, it's a very steep little slope there. Just how people look at guns. You can use them to save or harm. Could be used for magic too. A healing spell can end up killing, weirdly enough.
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
I am.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic, even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear
Not what they used to be, though.
Continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately.
But I haven't.
Why, Sebastian?
I didn't use it. You just assume, which is gonna probably be what ends up killing him. You should never assume. Sebastian, that's probably the first time I've seen him ever use the dark arts. Like, ever. Actively use the dark arts was the first time. He has never used it otherwise. Sort of a last resort sort of thing. That's what confuses me. It's like they call them unforgivable curses, but they used to teach them willingly. Then, when people started abusing it, then it became a problem. It's like, then teach it properly then, to not abuse it. It's not a toy. It's to be used for legitimate combat and killing. Not a plaything. If you teach them to use it properly, there will be no reason to fear from it. Granted, you may run into a few that are just outright fucking evil, but that's few and far between. My character knows the unforgivable curses. Not once used them. Knowing and using are two different things, I guess, but still. There is a fine line. And sometimes it's a hair thin. Would you ban modern medicine knowing that it can kill someone? I mean, I'm using magic to outright murder people of all types of spells. It doesn't need to be a curse.
Never looked up here. What's going on here? Oh, little moon calf. Easy straight. Oh dear, I walked this before you were born.
This looks like trouble.
Oh, that was meant for me.
I just blew that guy into bits. And that's not considered that's considered okay? Really? Kind of splitting hairs, are we?
Up for a minute dying, are we? I will make you. Survive this, man.
I just hit a guy with a lightning bolt. That's not unforgivable. Though I literally just sent his body into electrical shock. Set a bunch of people on fire. The school's rules don't make much sense.
Revelio.
Because by their own logic, you could say they're all dark arts. Because you can kill anyone with any spell.
Stone walls do a prison make, sometimes. Perhaps not the best place to be caught alone.
Revelio.
How my ancient magic is more powerful than the dark arts.
Revelio.
It even has the same sound effect when you use it.
One less human. Hello? Think you're clever? But
I mean, how evil is this? I just slammed him and gave him enough internal damage and brain damage to just outright kill him.
Revelio.
Seems pretty dark magic to me. If they want to split hairs. That's what I can't stand. There's double standard of it all. Man, the uncle could have taken it a better way, too. He could have told Sebastian, I get what you did was to save your sister, but you used the wrong spell. In his opinion. Could have used, like, then he gives example of other spells he should know by that point. If you're gonna lecture someone, at least give them a reason of what the other options were.
so frustrating. I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
Yeesh. Should I be
I
here?
must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
She kind of got a point, but
So
also
frustrating.
you have a point.
She never listens to me.
She called
Well,
you
no, you're a
her
child.
Gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me.
She's agile and likes to jump when she
I am
runs.
the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
See, different teaching styles.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less.
I wonder if they're going to give you this
enthusiastic
in number
about
2.
it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as the gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and
Well,
Ranrock were
I'm
after you.
involved in
But
this
you
since
did not.
day 1, so
I
it's
choose
different.
to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time.
You better be ready to die then.
Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
And you better be ready to take the consequences of your own death into your own hands if you choose this path, kiddo. Scary as it may be. Yeah, that's what I think kids don't understand. When you take decisions like that, you better be ready for the consequences, which are usually dire and permanent. And terrifying to boot. Sounds like I'm giving a lecture. But it's just something I've known since I was a kid. Yeah, sometimes adults are wrong too, but they do have some experience. Though, sometimes. Some of them are just power tripping too. Life is pure chaos and completely gray. It's your job to navigate that crap. Try to become who you want to become. But taking the advice of others and thinking for yourself is more important. And if you're willing to take the responsibility for all of it,
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form. And that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her
I get why he's so
favorite,
attached,
a handmade
though.
crest. And without a second thought, she handed it to me.
It's the last of his family
This will
he
keep you
has.
safe,
He'll do
she said.
anything to protect
It holds
her.
no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since.
Dude, I mean everything.
That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an hour when I have news.
Okay, dokie. If he's willing, it's his choice. His life, I'm not going to interfere with him. But if this backfires, he also has to take responsibility for it. To a point. As in, there's some things where he has no, what's the word I'm looking for? No chance in hell of succeeding without, doing something that someone might consider wrong. That's the fine line I'm talking about. It is a fine fucking line. And you can't cross that fine line, but you sure can put your toe on it. As in, self-defense is one of those fine line things. Sometimes you defend yourself, end up harming another, and some people will consider that wrong, but others will consider that okay, because, well, either you were going to die or they were going to die. So that's the fine line that everyone steps on once in a while. It's very, very fine. Tiny, tiny crack of a line. You can't cross over it, but you can put your toes on it. It's really weird. Also, it depends on the culture and the rules and laws and how everything's run. How people don't understand humanity made its own rules so we can survive from each other. But some people figured out that those rules do not apply to the reality of the actual world, which is true. Those human rules only apply to humans. The rest of nature couldn't give two rats' asses. You can go around going completely chaotic, batshit crazy, and Mother Nature and the rules of reality wouldn't give two hells. I'm not saying you should, it's just, that's the truth. We humans made the rules and laws to protect each other from each other. As an agreement. But some people don't want to uphold that agreement. It's all freaking wishy-washy. And held together by glue and hope. Humanity and our hope, I swear, we have way too much of it. Eventually it will collapse and go back to the chaotic nature, but as it stands now, it's perfectly somewhat tenable. It's kind of breaking apart as we speak, but it can always hold itself back together again, hopefully. Again, with hope.
Come in. Sorry if there's a smell. New batch of toad hide. I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Just like how people don't understand that humans are omnivores, we eat anything and everything. Plants, animals, it doesn't matter. It's part of our nature. To try to undo it is going to be one hell of a fight and nearly impossible to win.
Revelio.
Part of humanity that tried to do that died off. From starvation, actually. And weak childbirth until the point that they couldn't even have children anymore. They were so ill-malnourished, they all just died. But the humans who ate meat and plants lived on to make, well, you.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting room. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can.
Okie dokie.
I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Alfred Lawley's none too pleased. Seems he's been burgled. I shall pretend I never heard the rumours of your involvement.
There's a saying, the laws of nature cannot be undone. It can be bent, but never broken. Finally, it's here, the quest. So, we have to go that far into the story to get that special side quest? I mean, I'm more than powerful enough to handle this.
Hello, pardon me.
Hello.
Hello there. Was there something you needed?
Hello, I was wondering if you would be interested in having your own shop and a house elf to help you with it. Penny's the name. Penny's mistress is selling this shop. And Penny is most eager to start working with the new owner. It might surprise you to know that Penny can sell practically anything.
My own shop and elf would be brilliant.
Oh, it would be wonderful to have a place to sell things and someone to help me.
You'll be able to give Penny almost anything that you want to sell. It will be no work at all for you.
When she says anything, she means your clothes.
If
And
you
I think
want
the
to shop,
animals.
and Penny hopes that you
So,
do,
you're
you
pretty
should
much a
talk
pawn
to
shop.
Penny's mistress as soon as you can. Her name is Cassandra Mason.
Why is your mistress selling the shop? And you?
Penny cannot be certain, as Mistress Mason so rarely confides in her. However, she repeatedly mentions how tired she has become of trying to let the shop. She has had rotten bad luck with the last few tenants.
What are you doing?
Are you all right? Are you holding your breath?
Penny is fine. Sometimes Penny simply needs to remind herself to stop talking.
Not around me, you don't.
How is it you're so good at selling? Seems unusual for a house elf.
Oh, before he died, Penny's previous owner, Master Mason, trusted her to do all sorts of things to help him with his shop. Penny supposes it is a bit unusual for a house elf to possess such skill, but Master Mason commanded it, and Penny was happy to oblige. Master Mason was a wonderful master.
Why are the premises in such disarray?
Oh, the previous tenants were not able to manage very well. They seem to have given up rather quickly.
Not again.
Penny is perfectly capable of helping clean and repair, so the shop will be ready for business in no time.
What kind of things would I be able to sell in the shop?
All kinds. Anything from essence of Dittany to mooncalf. If a buyer exists for something, then Penny can sell it and get the best price. Just ask Mistress Mason.
All right.
I got plenty of money, why not?
Oh, this
She's like,
is
I don't think a kid like you could afford it.
You won't be sorry.
You're saying?
Mistress Mason at her
Jesus.
home on the north edge of the village. Penny does hope she gets to work with you.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Yes, a warm fire and some marshmallows to roast. That's more cozy with a hot cocoa.
May I help?
Hello, Madam Mason. I understand you have a shop to sell.
Why, yes. Yes, I do. Are you interested?
Yes, I am. I've always wanted to own a shop.
How marvellous. I think you will find my terms quite generous. But, and do please forgive me for asking, do you think you might be a tad young to own a shop?
I've done more shit than you can imagine, lady.
I am quite capable of owning a shop, I can assure you. I should think you'd be happy to have a buyer.
Well, I reckon you have the confidence needed for such a venture. And of course you'll have Penny to help you. That elf could sell tea to a troll. I assume she told you she comes with the place.
She did indeed.
I like you. Tell you what, I shall sell you the space for an exceedingly fair price. I think you might just be shrewd enough to make a go of it.
An exceedingly fair price for a shop and an elf. What's the catch?
Yep, there's always a catch.
You are wise to be wary in business dealings.
I'm not
No
stupid, that's the
catch,
thing.
Really.
Common
I
sense.
simply ask that you allow me to do you the favour of buying the shop back. At a discount, of course, should your efforts fail. The last thing
It's not
we
gonna.
need here in Hogsmeade is for one bad apple to spoil the barrel, if you get my meaning.
Since there's only 6 shops and you'll be the 7th and it would have a monopoly as the only pawn shop, yeah, I get it.
Ha! Your faith in me is overwhelming. You're sorely mistaken if you think I'm going to fail.
There's that confidence again. And, of course, I wish you every success.
There's that confidence
Do we have a
again.
deal?
You have no idea.
It looks to be rather a mess. Why haven't other tenants been able to make a go of it there?
As you've no doubt considered, running a shop is not as simple as those less savvy might think. The new owner, however, will have something that previous tenants did not. The benefit of Penny's particular prowess. Her assistance will make all the difference, I should think, in both getting the shop ready for business and
But Penny's met the other
ensuring its
ones.
success.
It's not Penny.
The shop seems to be in an ideal location. Why has no one purchased it yet?
It is indeed. But I've just decided to sell. I've grown weary of being a landlady. My late husband was the one with a passion for shopkeeping and business in general. You'd
Okay.
be wise to take advantage of this opportunity before the offers start rolling in.
Well, by the sounds of it, there will be no other offers but me.
What precisely do you mean, should my efforts fail?
Honestly, I only mean that if for some reason you're unable to keep the shop going, I could help you cut your losses. That's all. But, as it implied, the odds of that happening are remote.
It does sound intriguing, but I need to consider my finances first. I'll come and find you if I'm interested.
Very well. But I won't be able to keep the shop available for too long. If you do want the shop, I'd advise you to return to me as soon as possible. Hello, you.
Madam Mason,
I have more than enough money.
Yes?
I've decided I'd like to go ahead and purchase the shop.
I have 45 grand in my
I'm
pocket.
impressed.
Here's 1,000.
You are a
It's a
remarkably
tiny drop in the
loyal
bucket.
student.
I am indeed.
And brave. You won't be sorry. Give me the money, and I shall get the paperwork filed immediately.
Wonderful. Shall I head directly to the shop?
Please do. Oh, one more thing. Since my husband died, I've
So
not
it's a
been able to
winter
bring myself to
only
retrieve some of the
side
personal
mission that could pop in.
items.
So you have to
They're
be
in a chest
further
at
than
the back of
halfway
the shop.
along.
Penny.
Understandable.
As you get organized, I would be terribly grateful if you could help an old widow and gather his things for me before you open for business. I wish you the very best of luck in your endeavors. Penny will meet you there.
I mean, even this move right here is considered an unforgivable thing. By the way, just doing this. Because that's how dark mages get around. Which is kind of bullshit. I mean, I wonder if anyone's ever married a house elf that was a witch or wizard. Just curious, though.
Well, I've done it, Penny. The shop is mine.
Oh, Penny is so pleased. Penny was hoping you would be the one to purchase it.
I'm glad you're here to help me.
Goodness, what a kind thing to say. Penny will do all that she can to make this a success. There is much to do. The last tenant left in a bit of a rush, so we'll need to clean up and do some repairs.
Well then, let's get to it.
Penny is ready. Between the two of us, we should have... running in no time.
Reparo.
Nothing like a bit of hard work. Mistress Mason wanted Penny to be sure and give you this key. It opens a chest in the back room of this shop.
Oh yes, she mentioned it to me. It contains some of her late husband's belongings.
Penny wonders if you should open the chest.
Don't worry, I'll be fine.
Are you holding
Why are
your
you
breath
doing
again?
that again?
Penny must get back to
Just
work
speak your
now.
mind, Penny. And this wouldn't be out of the ordinary in a magical world. You look at that and go, oh, the cellar. Neat. I found the cellar. Okay. Explains why the shop seems smaller than it actually is. Hell, you could just have a door frame with a wall and people could walk into a whole building. Just because it's a dimension within the door. Though magic does have limitations and rules to itself, it has its own laws to follow. Just like nature has its own laws to follow. Yeah, goody. Nice cellar.
Revelio.
Lumos. That's odd. Why would someone store one hat in here?
Oh, my little sister has one of these. They're for art.
That's not very hospitable.
Oh, goody! Someone to play with. You seem kind of sort. What fun this will be.
Okay.
For me, at least.
Well, dude, Jim, I think you're not going to be too happy when you find out how powerful I actually am.
That's new. Onwards, I suppose.
What in the... Who's that?
Don't run in the halls. You nearly knocked my ass over.
Revelio.
Lumos.
Oh no, bones. Like I've been through a dozen of these fucking things.
Lumos.
Mm-hmm.
That's lovely.
Yeah, bets. This is all neat. I need that. Thank you.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Seems as if I should hang something there.
How enlightening!
Oh, cool.
You might survive a bit longer than the others.
Now I'm gonna do more than that. Okay, that one's new.
Lumos.
Oh, nice foyer.
Oh, you've come so far, so quickly. Well,
And?
You might be just the playmate I've been looking for. I do hope you enjoy my playground. I encourage you to tell everyone about it. If you make it out, that is. Please try. If you get to the end, perhaps we can come to some sort of arrangement. I do want your shop to succeed, after all.
Okay, see you in a bit, I guess.
2 sides to every story. Unfortunately for you, both sides hear it to my story.
Oh
And you'll
no.
have to complete both to get to the end.
Okay. That's not too hard. Neat.
Ah, you've chosen the scholarly Lumos. You'll need more than you've learned from books to best me.
Revelio. Lumos.
Cool.
It's always good to have a different perspective on things.
Ah, one of these funhouse places, huh? That's neat. I'm on the ceiling. Neat. Oh, I see what I gotta do. Okay, dokie.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Come on, let's go. There you go.
My head is spinning.
Really?
Lumos.
This is not exactly a challenge, you know. Okay, put the world back into order. Door's gone. New door pops up. Let's see, this way, then this way. Really? Oh, okay. That's how you flip the rooms. Neat. Neat masks.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
No, that was something.
Accio. Hey, make one quite
Wingardium
dull
Leviosa.
indeed.
Revelio.
Oh, dining hall. We having dinner now? A little hungry. I feel a little peckish. You mind? What you got? Pictures of food on plates. Okay.
Lumos.
The choices, left or right? Left, right, or middle, huh? Depending on the choices you make. Yeah, I'll go down the middle. Really? There's no way it could be done already.
Oh, deja vu. What's
Lumos.
Okay, I see what you're doing. If I pick the wrong door, something happens. Oh no, you scratched me.
running in circles, are we? Perhaps
Yep.
you should retrace your steps.
Okay. La dee la doo la da da. He's just wanting to have fun. He hasn't probably had a visitor in a long time. So he's fucking with me. Neat. Oh.
What was that? Lumos.
A crappy excuse for a jump scare? Ah. Ah. Neat.
Revelio.
Oh, to check in the box. Do 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 do.
Oh, how
Do,
nice
do, do,
of
do,
him to
do.
pop in.
Lumos. Accio.
Nice try.
Lumos.
I'm not as scared of a little doll. You're not exactly a threat.
Lumos. Lumos. Lumos.
Really? It was a combat trial? Psst. Okay. Why did you let me flip that painting? Man, someone really went all out on the art, on the visuals for this DLC. Holy crap.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Heals, which means boss fight. Cool. Hey, it's up. Nice, lovely room of doors. Dodgeball. That's right.
I'll give you a moment to collect yourself, if you can. Ta-ta for now.
You tried to pimp slap me, you motherfucker. That motherfucker just tried to pin slap me. I dodged it because I'm no bitch, but still. Oh, what a lovely room.
This blooming place, don't you?
Yeah, sure, why not?
You know, foliage, like most living things, won't survive for long in the darkness.
Lumos.
Accio.
Real mature.
Wingardium Leviosa.
What's this? A game within a game? Ooh, knight to h3. Nighty night.
Okay. Okay. Heh.
That wasn't too difficult.
Heh. There we go.
Oh goodness! I do hope you're having as much fun as me.
Oh, you sound a little pissy that I haven't died.
You around a bit longer.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
I don't think he likes how smart I am.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Seems kind of pissy.
Confringo. Rebellion.
I wonder if I need to place lanterns to open these doors.
Confringo. Confringo.
He's so bored he plays with the mannequins. Ow. Oh, hey, what up, guys? Neat.
Oh, I'm afraid of the dark. Does it worry you that I can see you?
Wingardium Leviosa.
See me. It should. I'd offer you a seat, but I'm rearranging the furniture. Plus, don't want you getting too comfortable at the store, do I?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
He couldn't do nothing to me if he tried.
Ah, a worthy playmate. Well done.
Stupid one.
Next. I'll try that again.
Stupid one.
Any more toys you want me to break?
Stupid one.
If you're walking, it doesn't move faster.
Lumos.
Oh, that's nice. Dude, I'm on a whole nother fucking level here, man.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Did you just want someone to come over and help you clean up your place? Is that it? One second, I just... Okay. Next, whatever the hell you're gonna do. Okay.
Time to raise the stakes, so to speak.
Okay, cool.
Where shall I begin?
I don't know. Woo!
Where shall I begin?
Whee! Whee!
Where shall I begin?
Whee! All right, there seems to be good. Next.
Revelio.
Cactus, cactus, but cactus or cactus. I mean, you can't. Now that should get your attention.
Ow, you bitch slapped me, you
Has been
fuck.
fun. Much to do, much to do. See you in a bit.
I'm just regenerating all my health. I have not used the healing potion since fighting you. Or whatever the fuck you call this. Sure the hell ain't fighting. More like tickling. Okay, neat. I'm probably way above my...
Revelio.
Aha! Finally! You, my inordinately clever friend, appear to have traversed this seemingly never-ending dungeon relatively unscathed. And now I suppose you want to go.
No, I'm good.
Everyone leaves me, usually in a straitjacket, never to return.
I like you.
I'm starting to take it personally. I'm tired of having no one to play with. Ooh. Ooh. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. If you can match wits with me now, and agree to give me unfettered access to the shop for, say, 1 day a month to have a little fun, I'll sign a contract. Pursuant to which, let me see, I will blah, 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 blah. Oh, yes, leave you and your customers alone at all other times, etc., etc. You get your shop, I get my chaos. Sound acceptable? Excellent! Let the games begin!
Okay.
Cactus, cactus, but cactus, I mean, you can't.
sure love your chaos. Oh yeah, how about just... Dude, you're fighting someone on a whole nother level. Okay. Whee! This is fun! Oops. Then I flipped the script.
Well, well, finally, someone deserving of the playground I so meticulously crafted.
I love how I flipped.
Such a treat to have fun again.
No, that wasn't that hard. I'm used to reverse controls.
I must say, I enjoy a good challenge.
Ah, a kindred, dare I say, spirit.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
So, about the contract.
I am a poltergeist of my word.
Why would you enter into such an agreement?
Much as I love banging about the place, it's no comparison to seeing customers' faces when I bonk them on the heads with a chocolate frog. But one doesn't really understand the value of an audience until one is without it.
Just to be clear, what does this agreement entail? Specifically.
Pay attention. You guarantee that I can have my fun at least one day each month without fuss. I let you work the rest of the time, mostly in peace.
Very well. I shall agree to your contract with one small addendum.
Hooray! No more of this unsatisfying banging about all day in a pitiful void. Wait, did you say one small addendum?
I did. In order that I have a successful shop with lots of customers, would you agree to causing chaos only after 9 o'clock in the evening?
Would you agree to at least 2 days a month instead of one?
I would.
Pleasure doing business with you.
They got we close at 9.
Well done. I had a feeling that.
Revelio.
So many people forget to pick that up.
Sandra did a wonderful job finding the perfect playmate.
Oh, that was easy. It was just a simple little Funhouse Mirror DLC. That's what it is. And it gives you access to a shop, so yeah, pretty fun. He actually started hurting me only when the reverse controls, but I'm used to that. As a kid, we would have reverse controls all the time on the 64 and stuff for some of the mini games. It was supposed to be a challenge, but then you just get used to it. Left is right, right is left, up is down, down is up. It's very simple to correct yourself after just a few seconds. Though I have 30 years of experience on that. So I guess some muscle memory kicks in after a while. Not to mention, if you just have your ancient magic active during that time, just start spamming it. And it seems that at level 25 to 30 is when they expect you to be at that point, so it's all good. Also, like, subscribe, blah blah YouTube bullshit. I don't know, it looks like it'll be the last side quest for today before I go get off. I'll be playing Elden Ring later, so it's fine. Damn, it's taking a long time to load this. Well, I mean, it did load me into a DLC separate from the rest of the map, so the whole map has to reload in. Which makes sense. I'm gonna save real quick. This is a different looking chest. That's because it is. It's a reward. Penny?
Hello, Penny.
Penny is so glad you're back.
Of course I'm back.
Were you worried I might not return?
Penny was beginning to think yet another shopkeeper was going to end up in St. Mungo's.
Another shopkeeper? St. Mungo's? I think you should explain, Penny. Penny, please stop holding your breath. Tell me what's going on.
Oh, please forgive Penny. Penny is forbidden from telling you anything.
But how can you be forbidden from telling me what's going on? I purchased this shop.
Penny is confused. Penny thought that if you came back, you would own the shop.
Thank you, Penny. I think I'm going to need to talk to the authorities.
Oh, Penny is certain that's a brilliant idea. Officer Singer will know what to do. Penny will wait right here.
Okay. Gonna go talk to the cops. I'm saving often because I heard there's a bug that can happen in the game, so I'm just being cautious about it. You know. Wizard News? Wait, where? Sorry, kids. You can always get one of these and...
You read it here first.
See, you can read it. Just pause and read it if you want to. I want to get this.
Officer Singer, I have some information you might be interested in.
They look warm.
Good to see you again. What can I do for you?
Cassandra Mason sold me her shop and then tried to drive me mad in a haunted dungeon.
I Cassandra Mason sold you her shop.
Why are you
I am
surprised?
perfectly capable of owning a shop. But more importantly, did you not hear the bit about the dungeon?
No, I heard that bit too.
And, according to the house elf that came with the shop, she has done this sort of thing before. Repeatedly.
I wondered what was going on. She seems to have had a great deal of trouble keeping a tenant in that shop. In any event, these are serious accusations indeed. Perhaps a little visit with Cassandra is in order to clear this all up. Shall we?
Okay.
You can stop her thieving there, Dragon.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you do when they come for you? Oh, this ain't foreboding as hell.
Hello, Ruth. I see you've met my new tenant.
Cassandra, it's my understanding that you sold your shop and your elf to this student. Now they've been telling me some very
Man, it's dark
interesting
out.
stories
Holy
about
crap.
their business practices. Perhaps you should come with me.
Oh, whoa.
Stop her.
Okie dokie.
Come bring us.
Bitch, do you know who you're fucking with?
I should have known better than to do business with a wild student. What on earth are they teaching you at that school these days?
How to kick your ass, that's how. Goodbye. Down. Down.
I'm disappointed in you, Cassandra. Incarcerate! You don't know what you're doing! Don't I? I always wondered why you couldn't seem to keep a tenant in that shop of yours. I must admit, the notion of a haunted
The black
dungeon
background is so
crossed my
good,
mind.
actually.
Thanks for this. You can head back to the shop. Check on that house elf of yours. She's probably terrified.
Yeah, sure.
I should have known it was
Silencio.
She's like, be quiet. Yeah, you fucked with the wrong kid.
Not to worry. Cassandra will immediately file the paperwork needed to grant you ownership of both the shop and the elf. On her way to Azkaban.
Thank you.
She messed with the wrong
Best of luck to you
motherfucker.
as the newest shop owner in Hogsmeade.
Yep. I literally treated her like a toy. She didn't stand a chance in hell. Wasn't she like level 20? I'm level 38. Talk about a power difference. Where are they teaching you at that school? Here, let me show you. You're lucky I don't use any curses. Hey, Penny.
Penny, I have what I hope will be good news. Officer Singer confirmed that ownership of the shop has now transferred to me.
Oh, well, that is good news. Penny is so relieved. Penny had the most difficult time keeping the truth from you. Penny promises to work as hard as she can for such a kind new owner.
Penny, I found an item of clothing in the dungeon that
Yeah, I can't keep her as a slave. That's not right. If I could, I'd get all the house elves and get them all clothing.
Thought she would be given clothing and become a free elf.
It's my pleasure. You deserve it.
Of course, Penny will be staying on and managing the shop for you.
Penny, you're free. You can do anything you've ever wanted to.
But all Penny has ever wanted to do is run a shop with a friend and sell to the villagers in Hogsmeade.
If that's what you want to do, Penny,
that's
then
fine.
Nothing would make me happier. I'm genuinely glad you'll be staying on.
Penny is too. All that's left is for you to choose a sign for your new shop, and Penny will take care of the rest.
Vasters and Venum? Vasters and Venom? Cladwell and Bruster? Stitches and... Stitches.
I choose Stitches and Drafts.
Excellent choice. Have a look outside.
Thank you. I shall work on collecting items for the shop's inventory. Oh, and Penny, we're closing the shop by 9 o'clock every night.
See, you sell her all your clothing for extra money.
Oh, Penny will fetch a good price for what you'd like to sell.
There's no buying it back, though. So be careful what you sell to her. I'm reading the stuff as I'm going. My character has 43,000 gold, or whatever money currency they use in this game.
Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
Okay, Penny, bye-bye now. I'm gonna go to the room of requirement like I always do. And towards the end, and, you know, do my thing I need to do at every time. But I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm just gonna do my room requirement stuff, see what my new unknown clothing is, check on the animals. I pretty much do that every time. There's also special shiny animals in the game, or albino animals. Their coloring is all lighter to the other ones, almost washed out a little. But those ones have special pluses on them with their gender, so they're special in that way. If you've never seen my room requirement, you're about to. Ooh, I got a new scarf. When it comes to collecting, I'm pretty decent at it. Gonna equip my new scarf so I can have something more powerful. Nice. The reason my character is showing his scarf right now is because it's during the winter. Yes, I'm level 38. Because I've been doing all this. This is what levels you up right here. This is what gives you levels in the game. So I recommend doing that stuff if you want to level up to be powerful. And you can do it as early as possible. I pretty much maximized this game to the point there's no way in hell I can do any better than what I'm doing now. Don't want to know how I do Trificus Totalis. For some reason I can't. I don't have a phoenix yet, so... I have to check on all the critters I have. Oh, there should be a new baby here! Let's go check out the new baby and stuff. Okay, there's my frogs. Is this what the baby looks like? Oh god! Just a pokey head little thing, isn't he? Buying the feeder is so worth it, by the way. Makes your job easier. They feed themselves and all you have to do is brush them. And then you could just pick up all the stuff off them once they eat. I got Yuna and Una as my unicorn, or Cranky as my unicorn, and Yuna as one of my unicorns. Yuna's the female. This is how I get a lot of stuff. Very quickly, actually. Hey, little one. Oh, God. Your little hair. It's so cute. Some of them want to be fed by hand, apparently. And the baby unicorn has this baby thistle to play with. So he... And the little... They have someone to play with, the little ones do. Which is good. I don't have to worry about them being bored. At least they have playmates. See the little mark on the... This is a female toad. A special one, a shiny. They have a little plus on them. I had to find all of them. And then have them have offspring to have all shiny offspring. Very hard, actually. It's just a little one. There's the father. No. The father's a special rare one. So genetically the offspring can also get this trait as well, because one of the parents has the trait. What the hell is that? But both parents have the trait, it's automatically given to the baby. If you have the downloaded paid for griffins, the baby will automatically be born with the special shiny trait. Nibbles. Yeah, I hear you. Oh, look at the baby! It's so yellow! And fluffy! I have to rename this nasal offspring because it's a double special to Grandma. This cat looks like Grandma! Because it does. It looks like that cat goes, Ma, this cat looks like Grandma! Oh yeah, the baby's... This baby's special and rare too. I'll have to rename it. The baby Niffler will be called... Mini-Me. Or Minnie, yeah. Call her Minnie. Because that's what she is. She's incredibly tiny. Look at that tiny... Yep, baby was near Mom the whole time. Where's Papa? I need to rename him. I've got a perfect name for Papa. Where is he?
Revelio.
Dear Lord. There he is. Oh, bastard. There you are, you little asshole. Trying to dodge me. Tiger seems okay and all, but I want to name you Tom. If you're as old as I am, you know why Tom is his name. No Jerry though, sorry. Oh. I know what I can name you. Graffiti. I know I spelled it wrong. The cat looks like Grandma. It's an ugly ass cat. It's so yellow. So everyone's had a baby here, yeah. It's good. Wait a second. I think I got one of the new things you can put out here. Tower Spire. Ooh, the cats would love this thing. Let me just try to clip it in here like so. There. Seems perfect for kitties. Wait a minute. How big can I? Ooh. I have an idea. It's a stupid idea. But it's an idea nonetheless. Thank God I just did that to that thing and not an animal. Oh hell. Oh, for God's sakes. One needs one of these, because these apparently are good for the animals when it comes to their happiness. Apparently they have a happiness thing I don't know about. Of course he's in the way! Can you please move? Oh no, not the baby! You two, please move! I want to put this down, but you're standing in the way. Please. I'm begging you. Let me place it! Little one, please. Oh, there's another one! The baby! Don't make me squish you, baby! Please move! Get out of there! Perfect. Wow, this actually does work. Beautifully. Wait, beautifully is not a word. What the fuck am I talking about? God, thing hissed at the poor Niffler.
Dragon friend and where to return her, you know what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Okay. I'll do that tomorrow. But for today, I'm kind of switching things up in here. Making it nice. Oh, that is nice. Kind of like these walls. Better than the other walls that I have. That's fine, that's like another way in and out. Get rid of this. Okay. And then this comes out. Bigger, flatter wall. Wait, what? Oh. Okay. God damn it, I hate how that looks. Can I not make it any bigger? Damn. It's supposed to feel like old crumbled down ruins that they reside in. At least that's what the feeling I'm going for is. Wow, this did turn out pretty nice now. Look at that. This is every area they can walk in. I just went along the edge. This is how big your pin is you can build in.
Accio, Wingardium Leviosa.
Can you guys not get into things I build here?
Wingardium Leviosa.
There you go. Gives them plenty of room to run, fly, do whatever. And it looks nice too. I've seen the birds, they perch on the white parts. There's nowhere they can't go. There we go. Finally got the ruins. They're looking like the way I wanted them to. Looks nice. Okay, next area. I still have the other pets to deal with. Sorry. Pretty much you're just watching me deal with my, pets and whatnot right now. Not really pets, more like I'm taking care of them till I release them, but I can use them for materials and stuff. So...
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of
no matter
course.
what I change it to, it looks good.
What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
the room to feel natural and earthy, as though I'm outdoors.
Oh, sounds perfect.
No matter what time of day I switch to, this always looks good. I think I did really good. Whoosh. See? It always looks good. This feels like the woods. Like it should be. There's Puffer! There's Puffer Jr. Only one thing left to breed in this pen, so... is the mooncalf. I have now bred every last animal. In this game you can breed. Oh, I have a little moon balloon. Got the waterfall right here too. The feeding pen's over here. The rare mother bird. Cyans over here. Snowbird is the pure white special one, because she's white as pure snow. She's Snowbird. Oh, the offspring's special too. Little special female. There she goes. Let's rename her to Drift. Snowdrift. There we go. I would name her Snowflake, but Snowdrift is good too. Snowbird and Snowdrift. Poof poof. Half moon and full moon. Oh, that's all the animals. So, yep, that's it for me. Sorry it took so long with the animals. I just take my time with them is all. Bye.